we're catching some really good leads. Yeah, they're going to stay in to take Charm, and then... Ooh. Not going to be a good time for them. They might have a... Ho in the back? Oh, that's going to hurt, though. Holy. Okay. Let's do this. I don't even think the timer's up. What? Oh, I mean, it's over. Anyway. I think they're trying to leave with the move, but obviously they didn't have time for all that. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Like I said in my last video, today I have another Master League team for you all, and it's even better than my last one. I climbed up a lot of points running this team, and it is a triple water team. It's Charm Primarina with a Palkia Origin and a Kyogre in the back. And honestly, Kyogre is so strong in this current meta. A lot of Rhyperior everywhere. It beats the Crown forms very reliably as well. And there's a lot of Ho too. So honestly, as long as you avoid the Palkia or the Dragon matchups, you're in a really, really good spot. Two quick shoutouts. One to Bubelli, who ran this team, I guess, many seasons ago, maybe over a year plus ago. But that was in a different meta where Kyogre was strong and then it kind of fell out of favor and now it's back. And also shout out to Famu, who also ran a very similar team to hit Legend Triple Water as well. But he was running a Urshifu Rapid Strike in the lead instead of Charm Primarina. Charm Primarina, though, has been catching me so many great leads and wins. It's kind of nuts. So let's get into the footage and I'll talk all about it. Before we get into the battles, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you'd like private one-on-one coaching, scrims against me, some of my league guides and strategies ahead of time, or even tune into my live stream battles, feel free to sign up through the Patreon link down below. Charm Primarina incorporates a lot of Urshifu Palkia lines. There's usually a Urshifu in the lead with a Palkia Origin in the back. And I always know this because they stay in. And because they stay in this long, I know I'm in a really good position here. Likely it's a dragon. It's almost always a Palkia Origin, but once in a while it's another type of dragon. And they usually are paired up with one of the crown forms in the middle. Typically a Zacian, but once in a while it's Zamazenta as well too. That being said, I'm in a pretty good position because they took a lot of damage. I expected Palkia in the back, so I'm not really going to shield anything here. And then just shielding my own Palkia to just muscle through is going to be enough. Oh my goodness, Jags. What's all this drama for? She's not a big fan of the triple water, I guess. That being said, yeah, we're in a really good position. Even if they're head on energy to, like, the Aqua Tails in general, just take them out. And somehow I get to that one as well. I best buddy my Palkia Origin here, so just because there's a lot of them in this meta, so Wind Charge priority can be useful once in a while. Kyogre is not that important, especially because I'm not even running Thunder on mine, and then Charm Primarina you don't see a ton of. Facing against one of my locals. Alright, I'm just gonna let her go. She's not having a good time. So I will say the crown forms in the lead are pretty annoying. Crowned Zacian or Zamazenta, and this player is actually running double crown forms, which super ABA weak to Ho, but I guess you could play the gamble and it might work out. That being said, yeah, it's a local my Emrinker. I believe he already hit Legend in this one. So that being said, you'll see why I say that in a second. Because he does something kind of funky. So we're in a really bad position. Usually speaking, it's probably a Palkia or some type of dragon in the back, and that's going to put me in a really tough spot because they need some answer for Ho, right? So I already knew I was in a tough position, but he actually quits out, so I think he just donating me a win. Very nice of him to do. He does not need to do that at all, but yeah. All right, we catch a Palkia in the lead. Now, typically speaking, you're probably better off bringing in your own Palkia in this position. I kind of just made the wrong play by doing this. But that being said, we could get to the Blizzard for the Palkia, and usually they have a crown form in the back. The crown form isn't really able to muscle through both the Primarina and the Palkia in most situations. But all right, we do get the Dragon Breath down. Kind of a risky play by me. Expecting there to be one of the crown forms in the back, but it's actually a Rhyperior, which up a shield does beat Palkia. It's not the end of the world, I think. We get to both, actually. That's really good for me because now, yeah, we're in a really strong position. They might have just quit out here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they just gave up at that point. But yeah, anytime they say swap like a Ho in those situations, generally speaking, it's better for you to come in Palkia. But I typically like forget at times. All right, this person just came in their Palkia into mine, which is super odd. But this allows me to flip switch really easily, so that's good. Oh, I guess because I threw the move, I can't flip switch. And it's not the end of the world. So the reason why I say this is because I have my own Kyogre in the back. And because I drew out their Palkia Origin, that's usually a good time because Palkia's going to have a lot better play. And this person actually brought in a Zygarde into a Primarina. Very, very weird. I don't know, because they saw the charm already, right? So maybe they thought it was Waterfall and they just didn't look at it carefully? I don't know. Very strange, but now we have the shield advantage and we're in a good position. I think that would have been a much harder matchup if they didn't do all that, but I'll take it. I will take it. It is a very interesting swap by them, but yeah, there's that. But anyway, yeah, this team is definitely on the weaker side to the Crown Form leads, but usually speaking, their backline is pretty weak to Palkia. And Palkia against the Crown Forms is not the worst if you have shields up. It's actually really not bad, depending on how they play it. I'm always very patient as well, too, because sometimes they're trying to catch Aqua Tails and stuff on their own Palkia, but if they swap to it and you're patient, you could just throw the Space Run and take them out, or just grab their shield and then charm down. All right, this is why I love me some Kyogre here. This safe swap right here. A lot of people love safe swapping Rhyperior, and it just puts them in such a tough position. And I get to almost get to Blizzard. I don't get to it there, but against a non-Shadow Rhyperior, I would. Either way, we're in a really commanding spot. They're still locked into this matchup as well, given how fast I took them out. So they're forced to dump all their energy. And let's see what they have in the back here. Oh yeah, they just got hard card counter. Yeah, tough matchup for them. But at the end of the day, the Kyogre is pretty clutch in the right situations. Probably should have been 4-1 because I should have lost that one game to Emrinker, but he donated me that win. But still, a 4-1, pretty solid. Another Urshifu in the lead. Rapid Strike. They come in with the Kyurem Black. And Fusion Bolt is not enough to take me out. So I just go for the full Dragon Breath down. This is just going to be another Fusion Bolt, luckily. They don't have time to get to the Free Shock. And because of that, I have a lot of energy that I could dish out at this Urshifu. And hopefully we'll be in a good spot here. Kyogre and Palkia, or Primarina, just cover each other really well. So you're usually in a pretty good position. Like, even if they had like a Zarude or something, you still have the charm for it, right? But in comes the Crown Form, as expected, and this is going to be a really, really good matchup for me. I just wait for them to throw so that my surface is enough to take them out. Unlikely they bait here, but I guess there's always a chance. But we're at back-to-back moves at this point in time, so I'm in a pretty good position. I could even actually just Waterfall down. Yeah, I don't even need to throw the moves. And then we have ourselves back-to-back Surfs. I probably could go for the Blizzard. I think it does a little bit more damage, but we're in a really good position. We resist everything this Urshifu has. And yeah, like I said, those Urshifu leads are quite nice. The downside of having Charm Primarina is you're not as strong into the Ho, but this team has a lot of Ho answers to begin with, so not the worst position to be in. They do let that Aqua Tail go, which is quite nice for me. And in comes a Crown Form. This is a little bit uncomfortable. Palkia Origin does win Charge Attack priority against Zamazenta, but it loses against Zacian in respect to the Crown Forms. So it's kind of tough because they probably have a Kyogre answer in the back because they're already pretty weak to Kyogre in the lead here. So I actually come in Kyogre because I'm expecting there to be some type of dragon. I could probably charm through the Ho-Oh at least, but I probably need the Primarina for the dragon, whatever it is. Probably Palkia Origin, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's actually a Zamazenta or Zacian. So they're triple weak to Kyogre. No respect for the whale. But that being said, I kind of wish I shielded the close combat because that close combat I think hits a little bit harder than this one. Zacian's attack is on the higher end, but it's non-stab. I'm actually not sure. That one's probably pretty close. Almost get the full Waterfall down. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. They have a close combat, and I just need to charm this down and get to a move. They do get to a Brave Bird, which is going to do a good chunk of damage. Whew! I don't even know if I get to move in time. No, I don't. Yeah, super close game. Maybe if I shielded, I don't know. I don't think it makes too much of a difference there. They just happen to be very strong in the Premium Arena. And it is single strike Urshifu, not even rapid strike here. Takes double the damage from the charm. But again, I'm expecting them to have some type of Palkia or Dragon in the pack. And they shield up their Zamazenta, which is really, really good for me because they're down shields now. And I get to another Hydro Cannon on top of that. Like I said, this team is just like free wins when you catch those Urshifu in the lead. They double shield, which is just absolutely wild to me. But yeah, they really want to do something here. That being said, we have our own Palkia for their Palkia, and we're in a good position. Very good position. It's just going to be Agatail. That's fine. Honestly, I still have a shield remaining, and they have to commit energy to even take out my Palkia. They can't farm me down, so we're in a pretty good position here. And yeah, that's going to do it. Single Strike Urshifu, I probably wouldn't recommend myself. Maybe it has some matchups I'm not aware of, but I think it's just far superior to the Rapid Strike Urshifu right now. Not that either would have done any better into Premium Arena, but just my own thoughts on it. I haven't played either for what it's worth, so. Alright, Kyurem Black. A lot of them are running Dragon Tail. This one makes it even better for me. In comes the Rhyperior. And you know what time it is. It's waterfall time. I don't understand some of these Rhyperior that throw Breaking Swipe instead of Rock Wrecker. Once in a while I see it. That one did not. But this one, yeah, it puts me in a range where I can't realistically get to Blizzard. So I'm just going to blind throw the Surf. Doesn't really matter what comes in. I'm not going to reach Blizzard no matter what, right? I think I denied them one Dragon Tail, which is a little unfortunate for them. But we had the shield. We had the Respect of Fusion Bolt. It does just like way too much damage. And then in comes a Ho-Oh, which we love to see. I could tank a Brave Bird, so I'm in a good position here either way. And it's a tough position for them. I threw a Charge Attack Priority, which is super risky on my end. I thought I timed it better, but I guess I did not. Either way, we just save a shield for the Premium Arena, and we're in a really good position here. And yeah, they're just going to keep farming. I'm just going to let this go down. They don't have energy really on the Kyurem either way, so I could just easily just charm it down, and you know how that goes. So yeah, another fantastic matchup for this team. Ho-Oh in the lead, not the best, but again, we have two answers for it in the back. And then they come in with a Kyurem White, but Dragon Breath variant. So this damage I think hits me a little bit harder. They just have more stat product. But I do force them to shield, which is really good. Fusion Flare. I don't think they could get to the Ice Burn in time. I guess they're both resisted too, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to wait out my timer a little bit here. And then in comes the Ho-Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just going to shield up here and see what happens. They go Sacred Fire, which does debuff me. Now I'm going to swap over. See what they can do. In comes the Palkia. I don't love this. I do not love this. Kind of have to let this go, unfortunately. Oh, I could have got the Surf off, I guess, but I guess I didn't get there in time. But this is good for me, because I'm just going to Charm all the way down. And then, yeah. And then they can't really do much. Get the free Charm through as well. I want to just get the damage through even though I'm at max energy. I have back-to-back at this point too. And I know they can't have stack back-to-back moves. So they do debuff me, but I'm going to get the extra Charm damage through here. And get the Hydro Cannon off. There it is. And we go 4-1 to close it out. Probably could have been, was realistically 2 4-1 sets. Even my one loss there, super close. As you see, I'm climbing back over to that expert range. This team is really, really solid. You're almost likely, very likely going to catch a really good lead. And even the bad leads, the crown forms, are playable. Yeah, I lost 2 of those, but that's pretty much it. So, actually, no, one of them I lost was actually a Holy with double crown form in the back. So it wasn't even like that. But give the team a shot if you can. If you have the resources, highly recommended. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know down below. If the team works well for you, let me know. And if it sucks, let me know as well. That being said, if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.